National Football League is on the air. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Los Angeles Rams. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, this defense for the Bucs, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb, because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
On the handoff, it's Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some.
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 16-yard line.
53 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Now a give. Akers running left.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Off the play fake, Love. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Tutu Atwell
with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point, a bit of an adventure, but it does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10
at their own 19-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's got some space here. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 81 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succop.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. To return, here's Agnew.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive and you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On play action. Love to throw. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers.
There to stop him was Carlton Davis.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Love. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, LA.
2-2 Atwell.
With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Rams have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, 79 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point put through by Succop.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. To return, here's Agnew.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On first down, they'll start out with Akers.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And every defensive team that we talk to, They spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On the give, this is Akers.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Play action this time with Love. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help the running game as well.
And the Rams are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. 83 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd and goal, Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To pass. Here's Jordan Love. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown. Van Jefferson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Shotgun now for Brady. Eluding the pressure right. Looking downfield for Jones.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown.
And the ball comes out. Love lost it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll back them up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Succop's kick is good, and that'll bring them back within 4. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board, ended up settling for 3. To return, here's Agnew.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
And try to atone for it here on this drive. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan, coach. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
Another big play here as they strike for 31.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
They'll run here with Akers.
This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Play fake. Here's Love. Flushed out right. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And this one is right through. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. The The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Brady gives this one off to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 202 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. Now a first down carry by Jones. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Eight yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, fighting his way into the backfield. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And he's got Gronkowski. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, as the first half is winding down. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line, as they'll take over with just 13 seconds to go before the break. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Love, they go play action now. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Final play of the half. Love. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's Jones again on second down.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
On a second and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
From the gun on third down, Brady. Flush to his right. He'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Man, 220 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down. From midfield, here's Brady.
Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And he will find Atwell. That's complete.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22.
So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run this with Akers.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Love.
Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Love looking to throw it. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Love going to stay out there. They'll take a chance on 4th down. On 4th down, Love. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Flushed out right. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Tutu Atwell there to make the grab. And the Rams have broken our tie as they take the lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd and 5 now. Love. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Here's Love. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Love. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
To the air again, Love. He'll dump this off to Akers.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Rams are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Going deep this time for Miller. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
Scotty Miller.
His second touchdown on the season.
And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Extra point up and good by Succop. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
To return, here's Agnew.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
It's the first catch of the game for Kupp, and he's got a first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Breaks through the contact, and he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Andrew Whitworth, the dean of NFL tackles, called for the penalty that time.
To throw now. Here's Love. That'll be caught. It's Kupp.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. And just a yard to go here on second down. Now a run with Akers. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. From the 31, Love. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. It's first and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt this one away. They'll run here with Akers. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Akers. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cam Akers. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Rams are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Brady. Being chased out left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Brady. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Trey Flowers picks it. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
That's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll go again to Jones. Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
And that won't help much. Only a yard on first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Los Angeles, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.